Hello, Team McNeil and Craig. Because we're pressed for time today, this video serves as a demonstration. It's not possible to demonstrate all the types of reporting and functionality in a short period of time. So today I'll demonstrate two main areas of our reporting. The first is some sales and inventory dashboards. The information for these is gleaned from dispos that we receive directly from Massbuild on a weekly basis. And the second is a stock count dashboard. This is gleaned from our team capturing data after doing stock counts at store so that you can see your return on investment. So let's start with a sales and inventory, our main sales and inventory dashboard. Each tab at the bottom here is a separate report, and as I've mentioned, we don't have time to go through all of them, so I'll start on this units one. At the top, you can see some metrics by which the retailer measures you as a vendor, and this allows us to keep our finger on the pulse on a weekly basis in terms of how we're tracking. For instance, for this particular vendor, we can see that their core range, 25% of that is out of stock at the moment. Over here we can see a list of our stores. We can scroll down and they're ranked from highest to lowest, and the same for SKUs. The reports are interactive. For instance, you can click on, say, Rivonia, and the entire report will rejig. All these metrics at the top will rejig, the SKUs will rejig to only show information for Rivonia. To demonstrate information that can be used for execution at store level, I'll use the potential phantom inventory report. I'm going to put it into focus mode so that you can see it. What this is showing us is SKUs that haven't sold or been received for a 6-month period, indicating that they're potentially not there and need to be counted. I can see that our biggest area is the Western Cape, and if I drill down into the Western Cape, I can start to focus on my biggest impact stores. So now I know that I need to send my teams into George, Tygerberg, and Knysna to get the biggest impact for writing stock off. And if I go into George, I know that I don't need to count the whole range. I need to count the first 5 or 6 SKUs, or even all the SKUs on this particular page to get the biggest impact from a stock count. And that's where I'll stop for the sales and inventory dashboards. I'll move on to a stock count report. This information, as previously mentioned, is gleaned from the market and from the dispo. It's a combination of those two sets of information, and it tells us what was written off, what's been written on, how much stock is missing from your range, in order to give you a sense of what's being done from a stock count perspective in store and to measure return on investment. For this particular vendor, we can see that there's been 20,000 units of stock that's been missing. That accounts to roughly 10% of their range. The value that's been written off is 235,000, and it's resulted in an order value, a reorder value of 301,000. The reorder value is orders from F&R placed on SKUs in stores the Monday following a stock count. So we can claim that order as a reorder as a result of a stock count. These reports are interactive as well. For instance, we can click on Boksburg and the report rejigs. We can see which lines were counted. We can see how much was written off in that particular store. And we can then click off that and see the entire report. Thanks for watching, and if you'd like a live demo on an online dashboard, we can run through that as well.